Welcome to the video about geometry with Mrs. Pomeroy. My preps are 1st and 7th period, and I will be teaching geometry during 3rd, 4th, or 6th. A little bit about me. My name is Elizabeth Pomeroy. I've been teaching since October 2010. This is the start of my 5th year at Linn-Mar. I moved to Iowa on July 5th from 2009. My hometown is Gillette, Wyoming. My family is my husband, my daughter Lane. She'll turn 4 in September. My son is Eddie. He just turned 1 in June. My dog Jax, the white doggy in that picture, unfortunately had to be put down in June at the end of the month, but he's still part of the family. And then Samus has soaked up all the love that the other one was getting when he was sick, and that's my family. Best way to reach me is through my email, as you can see on the screen. Phone number is there also on the screen. Best time to reach me for phone calls would be after school if I need to be reached, through PowerSchool Unified or PowerSchool Learning. Those I will respond to as soon as I can when I get the messages. Early session in person in my room, which is C119. The entrance is across from the main office. And after school from 3:30 to 4:15. Materials needed for class. I suggest that you have a 3-ring binder with loose leaf paper and the option of graph paper. I do provide graph paper if you need it. Notes are done for the group as a class as a whole. That's on printed paper, so you do not need to write everything down. You will need to keep an organization method for them. That's why I suggest the 3-ring binder. I suggest that you use a pen and pencil in class. Pencil would be the best to do your homework and your tests and quizzes in. Pen would be to check your answers that we go over in class and mark them right or wrong. For geometry, we would like you to have a scientific calculator that can complete the operations with square roots, third roots. Let's see, what else do we have? Non-graphing calculator, sine, cosine, tangent. 2 examples are the TI-30X or either one of these. Casios are allowed to be used. It's just a little bit harder when some students don't have the same calculator, but I will work with you. Grading, we're doing traditional grading scale this year. Next year we'll move to standards. We still do a standards grading every test, but it does not affect the grade. Your grading scale is off to the left as long as all the grade weights for tests, quizzes, homework, and semester tests. There are 12 unit tests, 12 quizzes. There's homework per section or lesson taught, and then your semester tests are at the end of each semester. Homework policy, it will be assigned each lesson as I stated. Homework will need to be completed on a separate piece of paper with a writing utensil and turned in the next day. You will be responsible for checking your homework in a different color or writing utensil than what you used originally. Each assignment will be worth 1 point. If you need more time to complete an assignment for your understanding, the assignments will need to be checked no later than each assessment. So quiz or test, that will be known in class. For example, section point 1 is assigned on Monday the 26th. It would be due to correct in class on the 27th. If you need more time, you would need to have it turned into me by the first quiz. Makeup work, it happens. If you miss class, you need to know that you are responsible for making up your work. There are notes and lessons that will be on PowerSchool Learning. You should know that if you have an anticipated absence for activities or other, you're expected to have your work done before you leave class, and you should take your test prior to being gone. Anything that you need to do or any questions that you have, please feel free to ask. Quiz and test policy, pretty much there's 1 quiz and test per each class or each chapter. You have the class time in class to complete it. If you have extended time, we use before school, learning center time. And their other big thing about it is there are no test or quiz retakes. Your score is your score. You need to know the material. I understand that you might not understand all the concepts on that and it might not be your best score, but there are no retakes. Electronic devices, we are going 1-to-1, so there will be times that we use our laptops in class or cell phones, but the way it works is cell phones are collected in class in a box or in a holder that is for the lesson time. Students may then have their phones after that. It is non-negotiable. If there is something that is a huge issue, then please feel free to contact me. I will listen to each case and scenario, but it is to help alleviate the distractions that happen during class. Some fun little pictures of my daughter back in the day. Due dates are due dates. When they're due, they're due. So homework is due on the date that I stated. It cannot be turned in any later than the quiz or the test. You need to bring your book to class. We are one-to-one, so if you choose the option of using your book at home and using your phone or the laptop, that is more than acceptable. Always be nice and respectful to everyone. Flashback there to Toys R Us, but you need to make sure that you're always being respectful of everyone in the room. Take control of your learning. You will honestly succeed. No matter what happens, you will do well. Your knowledge at a time of a test may not define you, but you'll do great. You may get it or you may not, but when you are stuck, please ask questions. I can't help if you don't ask. And I look forward to working with you this year. Just recap. Once again, come to class prepared with all your work. Have your homework out ready to grade. Be ready to learn in class. Ask if you get stuck, and I will not let you down.